Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane Fortnite Plastic Patroller. McFarlane hasn't made a lot of Fortnite figures as of late. The last one they made was Big Mouth. Happy to finally get another release from them. Plastic Patroller here is based off a green toy soldier. It's a pretty cool skin. It was only available in the item shop. You wouldn't be able to get it through doing challenges. It was originally available in Chapter 1, Season 9, and it's been made available several times since then. If you purchase a skin, it has 3 different color variations. This would be the default color. So let's go and check out the packaging here. As you can see at the top, Fortnite, Plastic Patroller, Epic Games, ages 12 plus. At the top, Plastic Patroller, McFarlane Toys. You can see the Spawn logo there. One side, here he is posed up. Other side says Fortnite, similar pose. The bottom, got a bunch of credits, and there is a barcode, in case that helps anybody. Then on the back side, here are a bunch of other McFarlane Fortnite figures you should get. I noticed there's one new one they haven't released yet. Looking forward to getting him. He was shown at least a full year ago. So with no further ado, let's open him up. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. He does come with a display stand. He comes with a SCAR assault rifle, and it's in a camo wrap. He has the response unit back bling, and he also has the Knockwurst harvesting tool. But before we look at the accessories, let's check out the actual figure. So here he is, Plastic Patroller, looking pretty cool. He's in that military green color, got the army hat on. Going further down, you can barely see his face. Does look like Jonesy's face under there. You can see he's got a little bandana here. He's got some different shades. Got some brown mixed in with the green. Double jointed elbows. Double jointed knees. His feet have that huge exaggerated extra plastic to help him stand. And personally, that's great. That helps this figure stand up very easily. He definitely resembles the old school green toy soldiers. Reminds me of that guy from Toy Story. On the back, you can see where his back bling connect. Got some pouches. Overall, looks pretty cool. I definitely considered getting a few of these guys, as I thought that might be a cool army builder, but it seemed a little unnecessary. Didn't think I'd ever actually use them in my overall action figure collection, so one it is. Now let's check out his accessories, and let's start with the boring stuff. Here's his display stand. It's a black circle, got the Fortnite logo at the bottom, 2 pegs for the peg holes on his feet. It's kind of hollow looking. Now let's look at his back bling. This is called the response unit. As you can see, it's pretty much a rectangle shape, black and green. A little wire coming through the top. A little container at the bottom. It's got the peg that connects to the peg hole on his back. Here he is wearing his back bling. Can't really tell from the front, but if you spin this figure around, it's attached. And one cool thing about these accessories, just like in the game, they're customizable and interchangeable between the different figures. Here are several different McFarlane figures wearing each other's back blings. And unfortunately, they are not interchangeable between the McFarlane and Jazwares figures. Although they do connect via the same way, a peg to the peg hole in their back. If you were to take this McFarlane back bling and try to put it into a Jazwares figure, it'd fit, but the peg is so thin it wouldn't stay. And in turn, if you were to take this McFarlane figure and a Jazwares back bling, the peg is so thick it'll never fit inside there. Now let's check out his harvesting tool, or more commonly referred to as a pickaxe. This is called the Knockwurst. It's basically a big hot dog on a hot dog skewer. I will say I don't know why this is the pickaxe they decided to come with Plastic Patroller. Seems kind of random, doesn't make a lot of sense. Got the big hot dog at the top with mustard on it. Got the skewer going down and a little wooden handle here. Like I said before, this is not intended for Plastic Patroller. Seems a little bit of an odd choice. Here's the McFarlane Knockwurst in the bottom, next to the Jazwares version of the Knockwurst at the top. Jazwares released their Knockwurst with a Fortnite figure and skin called Brat, and that made perfect sense. Which one do you think is better? Drop me a line in the comments below. Here he is, holding the knockwurst, and his plastic patroller is walking down the sidewalk here. He hears a noise coming from the wall behind him, decides to figure out what it is, chops his way through, and as plastic patroller tore through the wall, he exposed the chest, making all that noise, and he also got some brick along the way. And once he opened the chest, it looks like he got himself a scar, a med kit, and some dynamite. Now let's check out his gun. This is a scar. It's an epic or legendary assault rifle, and his has the camo wrap on it. I think it looks great. It's in that military green, a little bit of brown on it as well. Here he is holding the scar. This guy's left-handed. The trigger finger is on his left hand. Here's his scar, next to a traditional scar at the bottom, and a scar with a red wrap. All three of these are from McFarlane. And here it is, next to a Jazwares scar. They are scaled up pretty much exactly the same. And here are all the different variations of the assault rifle that McFarlane has made. At the top, we've got the burst assault rifle, then the epic legendary assault rifle, the scoped assault rifle, the suppressed assault rifle, and the standard assault rifle. And here it is, next to all the different variations of the assault rifle that Jazwares has made. We've got the burst assault rifle, this is the McFarlane scar, here's the Jazwares scar, then the Jazwares suppressed assault rifle, and the Jazwares tactical assault rifle. And one could argue the infantry rifle is also a variation of the assault rifle. These are the Jazwares standard infantry rifle and the epic legendary infantry rifle. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at Plastic Patroller's accessories, now let's check out some other accessories and vehicles you can use to enhance this figure. Here he is, riding on the back of the McFarlane Quad Crasher. And here he is, driving the Quad Crasher. Then, here he is pushing around a McFarlane shopping cart and getting pushed around in it. Now let's check him out, next to a McFarlane glider and launchpad combo set. Here it is with it fully assembled. Here he is, getting ready to launch up and glide away. And here he is, using the McFarlane glider. Scales up with him just fine. He looked great with it. Here he is, next to a chest. This chest came from the Jazwares company, and it's actually intended for these smaller 4-inch figures. You might think to yourself, how could this chest possibly be for the smaller 4-inch line if it's too large for these 7-inch McFarlane figures? Well, this chest wasn't meant to be in scale. It was actually an accessory pack. You'd get this chest, open it up, it'd come with a few guns and some building material. But since chests are such a huge part of the game, I was so happy to have one that's at least remotely in scale with the McFarlane figures. And here he is, opening up a loot llama. Obviously this llama is not for McFarlane or Jazwares, as it's simply a stuffed animal. But because the llama has become almost a staple of the game, I'm happy to have one for my figures. And here are a bunch of accessories from the Jazwares company that'll work great for your McFarlane Fortnite figures. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at the figure, his accessories, and some other accessories you can use to enhance this guy, now let's check out his height. From bottom to top, he's sitting at about 7.2 inches tall, which is going to translate to a little bit over 18 centimeters. Now let's check out his articulation. Starting with his head here, of course, it can rotate from side to side. Can look up and down about that much, not too much there. Can tilt his head from side to side, give him a nice amount of personality. Shoulders on a ball joint, they can go out considerably more than 90 degrees, up, down, around, all that good stuff. He does have a butterfly joint between his shoulder and chest area, just increases the range of motion there. Got a bicep cut below that. Double jointed elbows below that, they go all the way in. His wrist has a ball in it. It can rotate, and it's going to be hinged as well. He's got 2 ball joints in his torso, one right here, rotate from side to side, also go forward and back. Another one at his waist, it can go from side to side, it can also go forward and back, giving him a very nice range of motion in his torso here. His legs, they go out about this far, not a ball joint, but a similar type concept. They can rotate just the tiniest bit there, go forward about that far, back, not too much. Double jointed knees below that, they go all the way back. And then his ankle here, it can go up and down, it can rotate, and it can tilt and rock pretty nicely as well. Now let's check him out next to some other action figures, starting off with some other Fortnite figures. Here he is, next to the most recently released McFarlane Fortnite figure. This is Big Mouth. McFarlane was making a ton of Fortnite figures in 2019, and in 2020, they really slowed down a lot. And then Plastic Patroller here is the first and only 2021 release. I do believe we're going to get the Frostbite figure as well, and I don't know if McFarlane is just done after that, but I really wish they'd keep cranking them out like they used to. Then, here are the most recently released McFarlane Fortnite figures before Big Mouth. We've got Beast Mode Rhino, Beast Mode Jackal, Plastic Patroller in the middle, and then Vendetta and Scully. And here he is with the entire collection of McFarlane Fortnite figures. We know we have Frostbite coming out, and I'm very concerned that McFarlane is done after that. Then, here he is next to the entire Jazwares Fortnite Legendary Series collection. And here he is next to the Jazwares Fortnite Brawlers. These guys are some larger skins in the game and are of the 7-inch scale. They fit in great with the McFarlane figures. And here are all the Fortnite figures that I bought multiples of. You may ask yourself, why so many? Well, I got all 4 different faces of the wild cards to use the Royal Flush Gang in my DC action figure world. I got 4 of each variation of the Skull Trooper they've released for Scarecrow Henchman in my Batman world. I got 4 Night Hares and Rabbit Raiders for my Hatter Henchman in my Batman world, and then 2 Crack Shots for Toyman Henchman in my DC action figure world. And here he is in a huge battle royale with all of my Fortnite figures. As you can see, they're shooting at each other, driving, launching explosives, sniping, gliding, healing, getting loot, trying to see who can get the most kills, and more importantly, who can get the win. Now let's check him out next to some action figures from different various companies to see how he fits in both scale and style wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. Here he is with some of his McFarlane brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane Toys, all 7-inch scale. And here he is next to some DST or Diamond Select toys. Then next to some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. And here with some NECA figures. Then next to some Mattel wrestling figures. And here he is next to some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. Then next to some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here with some Mafex figures. Then next to some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And finally, here he is next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. So overall, this is a pretty cool figure. I really like the way he looks. He's very visually pleasing. I like his green and brown military colors. His articulation is pretty good. Everything you'd expect from a McFarlane Fortnite figure. The accessories are also pretty nice. I do like the green scar. I can see a lot of people buying this thing, not just for Fortnite uses, but it's a pretty cool 7-inch scale plastic toy soldier. I could also see Toy Story fans getting this guy. Overall, if I were to rate this figure, I'd give him a 7.5 out of 10. If this is the end of McFarlane's Fortnite line, I'm happy they're getting some good home run releases. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.